Hi, Cancer. This is Meg with Padmes, and I'm doing it a little differently today so that you can see the cards. And we're doing your mid-month love reading for Cancer Collective. So I'm calling in your angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light, and my angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light. And I'm asking for information on your love relationships, your love life. Love life for mid-August, for the rest of the month. What is going on with love for Cancer Collective? There we go. Let's see. Cancer, what do we have here? All right. I like this present time. So the first thing that's jumping out at me, Cancer, is your present time timeline. Your present time situation looks like this offer of love. There is Kundalini love. There's kindred spirit love. This is possibly twin flame love. And this is the offer of a solid commitment. There's something going on there with the offer of a solid commitment, or the very beginning of the steps into safety and security. And I'm also hearing there's a deep bond there. There's a deep bond there. However, I'm going to talk about the big picture, and the big picture is talking about not moving forward or not having moved forward for some time. Maybe even feeling like things are going backwards, but not engaging the forward momentum. And even happening now and into the near future, it's this feeling of not tapping into your fullest and greatest potential. I want to know a little bit more about that. I no longer want to wait. I've been not moving forward, and I'm not wanting to wait anymore to tap into this full and great potential. Even the trajectory is like, no more waiting around, no more sacrificing. There's this huge pull to move forward. In the past, it looks like somebody else has been running the show. It looks like somebody else has been calling the shots. This is how we do it. This is what we do. And this person, it's not you that's been holding out. It's somebody else. So this person's like, this is how we're doing it. We're slow, we're methodical. And this is what I want. This is my way. This is how it's going. We're going my way, and we're going slowly. And this is talking about the momentum maybe picking up a little bit. But just as soon as I say that, it's like, yeah, but it's like there's a nervousness about moving forward. I no longer have to sacrifice. Oh my God, what does that mean? What does that mean? So let's look into this. Your higher self is saying, there's great alchemy here. Your angels and guides are even talking about, yay, yes, it's time to move forward. Here's this coming from a place where a door has opened, and your present time timeline is saying a door has opened. This is an offer to create that. But this would also say this is the very beginning of that. So your advice is talking about pursuing it. Your advice is also talking about someone else pursuing you. And this is important. The dynamics here have been not right about this person pursuing you. What does that mean? All right. I'm hearing that song, Secret Lovers. So the pursuing of a relationship has not been outward. It has not been out. I'm resistant to doing these things by myself. Let go of the idea that you're getting all of the truth. All of the truth is not out yet either. Okay. And the heart of the situation is talking about straight up an affair. Okay. Let's look a little bit at the Lenormand. Get some clarification here. This is like someone being in and out of a relationship, and literally the wands are, it's sexual energy, being in and out of a relationship or in and out of a situation, and that this not being complete justice, this not being of complete, maybe integrity, but this is a secret of some kind. This pursuing hasn't been like normal courtship, let's say. And I want to know, what kind of secret is this? Yeah. So here we have the Foxy. And this is about things not being so honest. The fox is sly, a friend is too. Someone may try to deceive you. With wily glances, the renard snaps. Evade deception, beware of old traps. So not getting the full picture, not getting the clear picture. That is a little bit, I'm feeling some anxiety in my heart chakra. So that is making me feel anxious. And moving forward and moving on and moving away, this offer is small. And moving on in a big way is still not really solid. And I'm hearing it's not safe yet. I want to know more about that. And yeah, it's not necessarily safe to anchor into, and it's also not feeling safe because there's something that's not solid about this. Grounding is important with this. I want to know how. What's the best way to go? I want to know more about this advice. What's the best way to go? How? What's the best way to proceed forward? If I need to ground into this, and there's a full momentum of, yeah, it's time to go. It's time to move forward. No longer being stuck in this holding pattern or this waiting pattern. This is your advice. Your advice is love reversed. It's like, okay, there needs to be a decision in love here. There needs to be a decision made. Who needs to make this decision? I want to ask the Magpie Oracle. Because who needs to make this decision? Oh, check that out. We have this little life preserver, and then we have this anchor over here too, which is kind of interesting. Who needs to ground and who needs to life preserver? First of all, this can be literally like just floating along. I feel like that's not your advice. I feel like it's like, look at how you've just been floating along. You need to feel grounded, and you've been floating along. And that's not cool, Cancer. And I feel like this has been somebody else's game. Somebody else's needs are coming before your own. All right. Yeah, I want to ask the Magpie Oracle about your trajectory. How to move forward, or, all right. Here's this little bridge. This is also an archway. This is walking through, kind of walking through a threshold, walking through an archway, walking into a garden. Claiming space is what I'm hearing. Claiming space in a new life. But what I'm seeing, Cancer, is your new life. How do you want to do this? Right. You're not using all of your resources. You're not using all of your integrity skills. That's interesting. I'm hearing integrity skills. I think that's energy management. You're not using all the skills that you can be using to hold your space and hold your own integrity. Why not? Because you don't want to lose something. If you do that, you're going to feel like you're cutting a connection off. And at the same time, it's time for that other connection to move forward with you. But it's, you know, if they're playing their own rules in their own game, you've got to do what's right for you and do what's best for you. Here's where the life preserver comes in. You need to save yourself, Cancer. You need to save yourself. This is about not getting tied up, first of all, in somebody else's, wow, I want to say bullshit. It's about not getting tied up in somebody else's stuff. Don't let that stuff be your own stuff. It's not. What do you need to do for you in order to feel like you're in your highest potential? Because right now, during this like some kind of stagnation or waiting period, you are not in your highest potential. You are not moving forward. That's the big picture. And you need to move forward. How can you move forward? This offer of stability is not a huge one. It looks like there's been a lot of talk about big changes, but the changes have been slow going. And then when you finally get an actual offer, it's little too. Okay. So what is it that you need to do in order to move forward? Well, you need to hold your own space and create your own space. Right. This situation is not letting you feel safe and grounded. What's gonna do that? How can you move into this space where you feel safe and grounded? Cancer. And your advice is to, first of all, watch the ebb and flow of life. Notice that this is a cycle. Notice, I mean, ultimately, this is saying recognize, be grateful. Recognize all of the fabulous, wonderful, amazing things that are going on in your life. Recognize it. And focus on that more than anything else. You might have some other stuff going on that makes you feel upset, unsafe, like you're waiting, and completely don't focus on that. Focus on something else. Focus on all the things that are making you feel happy and connected. And while you're doing that, that's how you save yourself. While you're doing that, it's important to hold your space. You need to do some energy work. You need to focus on your own energy, focus on clearing your own space of anything that does not resonate with your frequency, anything that does not match with your frequency. And I want to look at this because it's like there's fear around doing that because you're afraid you're going to lose a connection. Right. But in actuality, you've got to maintain your own energy in order to have that connection, in order to make it strong, make the will strong. Oh, it's reminding me of Dirty Dancing. What does he say? Spaghetti arms, spaghetti arms. You have to make your arms strong. You have to hold your space. You have to be yourself. And right now, it's like you are being a watered down version of yourself. And that's not helping this move forward. That's not helping any kind of momentum. Wow, I felt like I just had to lay it out for you, Cancer. Let's look at the Lenormand a little bit more. Okay, I want to know what your higher self wants to say to you. Oh, those just fell on the floor. Oh, okay, your higher self is talking about this person, the gentleman. So what about the gentleman? Oh, your higher self is saying there's true love here. There's literally true love here. What is the holdup then? Angels and guides. Okay, angels and guides are saying, yeah, there's a holdup, but it is moving. There's going to be a move. There's going to be a trip of some kind. There's going to be a move. Momentum is moving forward. Wow. Okay. But in the meantime, you need to reclaim your space. I want to ask the Romance Oracle. Oh wow, codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Yeah. And this could be addictions to anything. It's not necessarily addictions to drugs or drinking, but it certainly could be. It could be addictions to sex, could be addictions to literally a person. I'm addicted to this person. I'm addicted to outside validation. Affecting your love life. Codependency. Addictions to stability and chemistry. There's a strong magnetic connection here. Huh. So there's something going on with this strong magnetic connection with this gentleman. There's true love here, or with this masculine energy anyway. This could be male or female energy, but there's definitely directed love energy and chemistry, alchemy. And the reason why there's some slow moving stuff going on here is because of codependency. I'm afraid to hold my own space because I'm afraid I'll lose the connection that I have. I gotta tell you, Cancer, I don't think that's true. If you hold your own space, I don't think that the connection will be lost. I think it'll actually be fired up a little bit. Fire up. Okay, I want to see some kind of a time frame for this waiting period. Okay, because we have this momentum moving forward and the ship comes in, so there's going to be movement, there's going to be a move, there's going to be some kind of a trip or something, there is going to be movement. So like, if this has been so long, your big picture is talking about not moving for a long time. So what's the time frame here? Can we get a time frame? Guides, Holy Lord. Ultimately, this would be 8 months. That feels long to me. In 8 months, what does that look like? In 8 months, this is still giving to 2. It can also be some kind of settlement. Some kind of a settlement in 8 months. And this still feels slow. Okay. I want to know, Cancer, is there anything else that your angels and guides want to say to you about this situation? Here's the King of Wands. So the King of Wands does recognize that anything that he puts his attention to that is from his highest and greatest good, that is from his desire, his pure intention, his pure desire, anything that he puts his intention to or his attention on, he's going to get. It's like this powerful will, and it's like he's willing it to himself, but it's not even, it's energetic. It's so plugged in to exactly, it's such a focus of energy. Your angels and guides are talking about this person, this person having that and having that for you. This is this person too. He's been playing the game by his own rules. And he's also recognizing that anything that he wants, he's ultimately going to get, because if it's right, it's fated, it's destiny. The thing that he desires most could only be destiny. That's like how he looks at it. And your angels and guides, so it's not just him, it's you too. It's like, figure out what it is that you want and put your attention on it. The thing is, though, instead of putting your attention on someone else, it looks like you need to put your attention onto what it is that you want. It's like you need to step through this threshold first. You need to go there. You need to do it. And what does he do? Wow. He waits. That's a shame. Okay. It's like, for whatever reason, this dude is postponing joy. And what do you do about it? You make this commitment? Wow. You're making a commitment to yourself. You're making a commitment to yourself, Cancer. You're deciding to bring something full circle. And you're connecting with your higher self. You're getting into your higher self space. And you're bringing something full circle for yourself. That actually feels really good to me. Even though there's this fear of being kind of sassy and saying, okay, FTS, that still feels good to me though, because it just takes you out of the waiting game and it puts you into a different place. Yeah, it puts you into your own love. It puts you into your love space. This is also talking about getting into your Kundalini space, your self-healing space, like being in love, being in love with yourself, being in love with life. And this isn't like some self-help thing. It's more like tantric energy. It's like you just wrap yourself around all of this love energy and get into the flow of the universe in that way. That's what you do. And then that's when the momentum is going to happen. You got yourself stuck in somebody else's stuck energy, and that's not your energy. You need to get yourself out of that stuck energy. That's somebody else's energy. There you have it, Cancer. Go be in love with you. Okay, Cancer, that's a doozy. Have a wonderful rest of your month. Totally focus and concentrate on you and love energy, and know that you're surrounded by love. And I will see you and talk to you at the Tarotscopes in September. A wonderful rest of your month.